Land ho! Land ho is so good.
Yeah? So, how are we doing? What are we doing here? Where are we actually?
Well, we are finally, I can say, I have a home. We are in the home. It is vlog number 50 of episode 3. 50 vlogs, and this one is the most important and the most special because this vlog is the end to all the other vlogs. We are going to the airport to pick up my 3 boys, Digger, Gus and Bear, who are flying from Australia as we speak. They're moving to New York. It has been 18 months of me commuting back and forth and trying to make things happen here, and we now have a home and little boys are on their way, and you're coming with me to go and get them. So we are off to JFK to pick up my 3 little men that have just flown all the way from Australia. And bear in mind, and you'll have to convert this on the screen, Train, it's been like 40 degrees in Australia and it's -8 in New York today. So you have to put the Fahrenheit on. But yeah, so it's like a complete change. They've just said goodbye to all their friends, finished their school year, and said goodbye to the dog. And their dad is bringing them over. And oh my gosh, I can't believe it. You know, it's just feels like it feels like it's taken so long, and then all of a sudden it's just happened. But it's been a long time coming. I can't believe it's here. I just can't believe it's here.
You haven't stopped smiling.
I know. It's like, because, you know, like there were quite a lot of times this year that I was starting to think that I wasn't going to be able to do it, and I wasn't going to be able to get them here because there's so many challenges. Just like, put business aside, just relocation, you know, schools and getting apartments here, and you know, trying to navigate all of that. I just came across so many obstacles that at like a few points I was like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. And so today to be here, and in the end, it's not like I worked anything out that made it more possible than when I thought I couldn't do it. I just decided that I have to just deal with each little thing as it came up and just keep going forward, and regardless of what obstacles came up, it was going to happen. And once I made that decision, things started to flow. So it was it comes back to your mindset, I guess. But yeah, there was some serious obstacles. I mean, it is nearly impossible to relocate when you're a business owner, because, you know, Train, like, I've had, obviously, it's been 18 months that I've been commuting back and forth, that 16,000 kilometre commute anything between 4 and 8 weeks.
How long is the plane ride?
So it's like 14 hours and then another 6. So, but I worked out from my apartment here to home in Australia, sometimes it was like 32 hours, like from door to door. And I would go back sometimes I went back for 5 days. Sometimes I went back for 2 weeks. Like, I went back for the summer for like 10 weeks. But I was going back every 4 to 8 weeks. And I have to say, the last flight back, I was like, I'm glad this is coming to an end. It was just taking its toll.
Traveling takes a toll.
Oh my God.
In general.
Any sort of traveling.
Mm-hmm.
And then you've got like massive time zone. And I obviously got used to it, and I had a routine on the plane, and, you know, it didn't overly worry me, but it knocks you around both ends.
Right.
It stops your momentum,
mm-hmm.
you know, like your momentum from work and exercise, and all, like, everything stop start. And so I feel like for a good few years I've been like living in blocks of time.
And not really living fully.
Totally. It's been like, okay, I've got 3 weeks, and then I go back to Australia, or I get back to Australia and go, right, I've got 2 weeks, and then I go. So like everything was just, so I never got this because I like to have my goals and like to have momentum, I just never had any momentum with anything. And so, you know, work was impacted by that, health was impacted. It just, yeah, it's okay for a certain amount of time, but it's not a plan that you'd,
No.
you know, one was like saying goodbye. The goodbyes every 4 weeks, say, for example, were just terrible. Like every time I would say goodbye and I would get in the car and I'd say, I can't do this anymore. Like it was just gut-wrenching. But there was this weird feeling all the time, like I was just so excited to get back to see them, but then I knew that I was going to lose momentum here, and then I would hate to leave them, but I knew that I would come back and do the things that I love. So it was just this full juxtaposition all the time. And then, like, you know, they're very resilient, chilled, easygoing kids, and so I've been lucky in that. You know, I know that there's lots of families that couldn't do what we have done because just their situation is different. And for me, we had a moment in time where the family was in a place that we could sort of do this. But it was so taxing on me emotionally. And yeah, I mean, I know that I didn't perform anywhere near my best, because especially towards the end, because I just felt ripped apart. But you know, like underlying all this was that I have a mission and a purpose and a goal, and I knew that I wanted to come and bring the kids here, and I knew that I wanted to you know, come and live here with them and for them to have that experience. And people would say, like, I don't know how you do it, but the thing is that I really want to give that opportunity to the kids, and that was very, very important, and has been a goal like ever since they were little. But I don't work in a big corporate where I can apply for a transfer and get that transfer and my whole family just get relocated and all the costs are paid for and there's a good nice salary, and like if I had gone down that career path, then that would have been an option, and that's a lot of families do that. But I didn't have that option. And so I am a small business owner, and I wanted to go and have this experience in New York. I couldn't do it any other way. There was no other way other than me to come on my own and set something up and get some momentum and see what I could do, and then for them to come over. And so throughout this whole process, you know, there's just been so many insensitive comments made to me, and no one's trying to be mean, but it's really hard, you know, when you're getting questions like, do you miss your kids, and is it hard? And you know, it's like, do I miss my kids? Like, what sort of question is that? Like, that's just, my heart's like ripping up to shreds. Like, what do you think, I've got a heart of stone, and I don't love my kids? So it's just, and people weren't meaning to do that, but every time someone said it, it was just like a stab in the guts. And it's just like, it was just like that I found really, really hard. And also it's frustrating and it's boring, and then amongst that there's people that are just insensitive, and then there are people who are just really judgmental, and that's like not nice. But I wanted to give my kids this opportunity. I wanted to have this experience, and this was the only way that I could make it work. And so what I have tried to share with people is that no matter what you want, no matter what it is you want, a sacrifice has to happen somewhere. Or if you don't want to sacrifice anything, then you stay in a comfortable zone with, you know, the minimum of what you probably have the potential to have. And so there always has to be a sacrifice, and this was a massive sacrifice. But I can tell you what, right now, how I feel right now is just like unbelievable, you know.
Oh, you're radiating it, actually.
Yeah. It's incredible, because I've done the work, you know. I've sacrificed and I've done the hard work, and I've gone without, and I've pushed through when I wanted to quit a million times over, because I truly believe that this will be a life-changing experience for them. I really do, and I couldn't do it any other way. So to other people outside that look at it and go, oh my gosh, she can just leave her kids and she mustn't care about them, and she's, you know, too ambitious, and, you know, all of these things. You know, no, it's actually none of those things. It's like, just like most families, they have a dream for their kids, and, you know, this was the one that I had, and unfortunately I couldn't do it any other way. So I think, you know, I think that's been an important lesson to the people around me, to be like, let's not judge people by the outside. Let's more seek to understand what their journey is and why they're making the choices they're making, and if at any point I felt that it was impacting the family negatively, that was the pull the pin at any point. And you know, obviously they had their moments where it's like, I don't want to leave my friends and that sort of thing, but generally, you know, when I was lucky that it's gone really quite smoothly. So now it really all begins. I'm sure we'll have plenty of time. But oh.
You see them?
Yeah, it's it. Oh, here they come. Oh my God. Oh, I'm Biggie. Oh, hi. 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 Oh, hi. Welcome. You're here. How was it?
The plane was horrible.
Oh, the plane was horrible. Oh my God. What about that? You've got to get your luggage. Yeah, we got your luggage.
I heard all about you guys already. Someone
Yeah, you're going to have to... I can't believe your faces are here. I can't believe your faces are here. I can't believe it. Oh my God, I'm so excited.
You guys like it?
And one for train.
Oh, thank you, little one. Thank you.
Donuts. Dad.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Christmas donuts.
Welcome to America.
This is America.
Yum.
They were obviously.
They were your favorite?
I would be teleportation.
Look at Shane, look. You guys are going to be so warm in there together. Oh.
You guys stay close to me,
Okay? We can. Oh, there's ice cream and everything. Oh, okay.
How you doing? You made it. We're about to send out a search party for your box. All right, well, head on in.
Are you rolling? This isn't good to push on coffee.
Are you rolling?
Ginormous. Whoa! Like a double door.
The other door's on the other side.
Oh, yeah. Is this one?
Yeah, this is nice.
Should I go do that?
Whoa.
Whoa.
Pretty cool. And there's more too.
Yes, thanks, Mom. What are these? I got these! I'm bringing a whole basket full of Thanks, Mum.
Oh.
Minion balloons. Reese's. Ooh. What are y'all? A minion. Black and white cookies. Mum, look, I always wanted to do this.
Oh, wow.
Oh, look at that view. Throw this up in the sky. Oh,
Nice shot.
Oh, does that fit?
I was not expecting that. Look at it, Christmas. My God, I found a hiding thing. It's here. We got Christmas decorations. A Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah,
Is this a Christmas decoration?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
We just need a tree.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, that is-
My cookie before. I haven't.
I got mine from my mom and it tastes like
Whoa. Pringles. Oh, my first peanut butter miniature cup.
Your first one ever?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's my second, but I got it from
Whee! Land ho is so good.
Yeah?
And the
You guys not have those in Aussie?
This is my first time I'm having a black and white cookie.
Wow, let's capture that. That's very
Oh, you
important
just rip it
stuff.
into it.
Tiny black and white cookies.
You know what? You could actually put your backpack down.
I love peanut
Oh, it's
butter.
got mine on as well.
I love peanut butter cups.
Oh, you tried them
They're
already?
so good.
Wow.
I don't like peanut butter.
Wow. Look at all of that.
So that is the close of season 3, episode 50, and 2019, and a decade. So this is the last vlog of the decade, and what a vlog to be here in New York City with my boys. 50 vlogs worth getting here, and it's been an epic evening, afternoon, and now we need to go and chill out, do some American things, get a slice, get a hot dog, get a Christmas tree.
Where's the minion?
But I want to say thank you so much to everyone for supporting me and all the great encouragement with the vlog and everything that I'm doing. I will be back in 2020 for the next part adventure of the Unconventional life and what we're all going to do in New York City. So don't forget to subscribe because there's only better stuff on the way. What do they need to do, guys?
Like the video. Subscribe and like the video.
Yes! Happy New Year!
Have a billion honey.